This is your stepdaddy.
Nah, man.
Stepdaddy, baby.
I mean, listen, like I
But
said,
who pursues the role of a stepdad? Like, yo, I just
some
wanna,
simps do.
I just want to. I just want to be.
The simp
Yo.
word. That's a whole, the simp. Yo, what is a simp?
It exists.
It depends, man. It depends. Like I look at a simp as
Is a simp a sucker?
yeah, of course. Like a simp is like a do anything the chick say, let the chick run all over you. Yes, baby, happy life, happy wife. Get the hell out of here, dog. Like, you simping. Like, dog, I used to simp.
Ever play the simp role?
Yes, bruh. Bruh, that's another reason why I look back on, like, why I write the women that I've been with down. Because I look back, I'm like, oh, nigga, I was in the way. Like, I've done so much simple stuff. And, like, as you start to understand women, you start to see the little mental games they playing.
So me knowing you all my life, I only know you to have one simp moment ever.
When was that? You gotta go?
Yes. When you was playing camp, you was camping out.
You was outside some woman's house.
Yo, shout out. If she watching this, she
know you was doing it.
huh?
She know you was doing it.
Did I tell her?
I think you told her a little bit down the line.
I'm gonna text her tomorrow and ask her, did I tell her? I don't remember if I told her. So we had like an argument, and like we kind of broke up, but we didn't. It was more like you know how couples, you know how you have an argument, you just like, I'm done with you, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling with my homies, and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to
No, man. No. What happened? Well, I think you were supposed to go over there. She was like, no, don't come over. And you was like, what you mean don't come over? That was something like that nature.
no.
Oh, that nature, like.
No. So, because I was chilling, because that was when we was at 827. I was chilling. I was mad. Aaron was like, you can't. He was like breaking down different stuff to me. Like, you can't. Like you gotta. Like, he was basically telling me like how to maneuver in this situation. So then when we left, I was like, I'm gonna drive past her crib. So then I drove past her crib.
That sounds like you and your feelings. I'm gonna drive.
I was 19 years old, bro. I was definitely in my feelings.
What was you trying to say?
I'm about to tell you what I saw, not what I was trying to say. I'm gonna tell you what I saw.
What I ran into.
So, all right, this her house right here. It's like a little dippy street. So, like, you can drive down her crib. Her house is right here, and then the dippy street right here. So I pulled off on the dippy street.
Yeah.
And I'm like in my seat, like got the seat back, like
It's in my seat, laid back.
So it's like late. It's like 1:30. Mind you, she's like, what's she like, 16? She's like 16, I think.
16, 17.
Yeah. So it's late, like it's mad late for company. So I'm like, dang, it's getting mad late. So just when I was about to pull off, the door opened. So I'm like looking at my mirror, like I'm like focusing my joint. I'm like, who? I don't know this boy. Like, I don't know this dude at all. So I'm like, all right, chill, watch the boy leave. Like, literally 30 seconds after that, she beat me. That was when we had beepers. That's how long ago this was. Mm-hmm. So she beat me. So then I had to hurry up and get home so I could call her back. So I'm like, yo, so, you know what I mean, what you was doing? She's like, oh, no, just watching the movie with my parents, blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool. I was like, so.
Inside's boiling.
Yo, on fire. So I'm like, so, I mean, was nobody over there? No, it was just y'all. She's like, yeah, it was just me, my mom, and my dad. We was watching the movie. I was like, cool. I was like, so.
You sound like you bothered. Cool.
Cool.
You had like four cools.
So I was like, it's crazy. I was like, it's crazy you would say that. I was like, because right before you text me, I was like, I got off the phone with somebody and they told me they saw a dude coming out your crib. And she was like, who does that? Who play I Spy? Like, no, it wasn't no dude. I was like, so it wasn't no dude with a flannel shirt, jeans, Timbs, getting into whatever kind of car. So she kept trying to lie. I was like, you know what? I see how this is gonna go. I was like, if you don't tell me what happened, we done. Like, it's a wrap. Like, I don't even want to never talk to you again. So then she finally broke down crying, blah, blah, blah. You know, it was due, you know, you didn't show me any attention. Or you said you said X, Y. I said something to her that got her upset. And she was like, you know, that made me have him come to the crib, blah, blah, blah. And as a young dude, like, you not, like, your mind doesn't register. Like, if you do this, a woman's going to do this. Or it could cause her to do this. You just like, man, whatever. Like, I don't even care. So, yeah, I was like, I was out her crib for, like, at least a good, probably, like, 2-3 hours waiting to see. Because I
had some snacks.
Yo, I ain't had nothing. Because I
sitting
drove
there.
past, bruh, I drove past, I saw the car.
Yeah.
Like, had I, because it was just, I think just the dad had a car. Like, the mom didn't have a car. So, it was like a long driveway. So, there's usually one car in there. So when I saw the car, I'm like, I got to see who this is. Because if it was her girlfriend or something, because her girlfriends drove. So I was like, if it was one of her girlfriends, I just pull off, keep it moving. So I'm like, I'm going to just at least sit here and see who it is, you know, when they come out. So I told Banks, they was grinding me up like, dog, you sitting outside the girl crowd. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like,
not go there.
but I wouldn't consider that simping though.
No, I was about to say, yeah. Once you break it down, it probably ain't simping.
No, I'll tell you why it's simping. It's simping. The simping part is.
I got off my masculine frame.
No. On some real shit. I mean, because it was you when you was young.
Yeah.
The simping part is tell me the truth or I'm cutting it off. The fact that you actually staked out and now you're putting her in a position to think that a person witnessed it besides you.
Right.
And you're putting her, giving her an ultimatum to tell you what you already know.
That wasn't
to continue the relationship.
That was being beta.
Yeah, but what's the difference between beta and simp?
Because I think you can be beta and not necessarily simp. Like, you can be beta and, like, I think it's a situation where if you and your girl out and a dude like trying to start a fight and you just like walk away, that's kind of being beta, but you're not simping. You're not being alpha in that moment, but you.
That's a good example.
Yeah. So I think you can definitely be beta and not simp. Yeah, but simping is specifically for, like, if you doing stuff like crying in front of. Nah, man. Like,
can't cry.
You can cry all you want. I don't see the purpose of crying in front of your lady. There's nothing ever good came out of that. It was never a time when somebody crowed, like I saw that she cried, I crowed, we crowed. So if you cry in front of you, it's nothing good's gonna come out of that. Like, in the moment, she may say, "Oh, you know, I'm here for you," but in the back of her mind, she's like, "This nigga is soft." And when the opportunity comes, she's gonna throw that crying moment in your face. That train is never late. So why I say, if you need to cry, go in the other room, go in your car, take a drive, cry, and then come back and you could talk about how you felt, or, you know what I mean, the emotions that you had or whatever. But crying in front of you, I remember seeing a grown man cry. My mom made a grown man cry, and I was like literally like whining, like, I'm like, yo, this can't be real. Like, there's no way. Like, please take me back. Please. Nah, come on, my guy. Just chalk that to the game. Like, nah, dog.
It ain't love.
Nah.
Oh, man.
And my mom was like a savage. Like, my mom didn't.
Your mom was a Taurus, baby.
Bro, she had very
May 16th.
That chick can't have them oils.
Nah.
To make you.
Nah.
Please take me back.
Listen, because my mom was a savage when it came to, like, love, and she ain't do it. Like, she wasn't affectionate, and I was like, man, I can't imagine being with a chick that, like, don't show you no, like, when I tell you no love. No.
So what the fuck did he want?
He wanted to be held down. Like, you know what I mean?
But he should have already known.
I was saying, like, you gotta kind of know your personnel too, because like you could deal with somebody, but the external was kind of rough, but the internal was kind of soft.
But my mom external wasn't rough. She wasn't rough. My mom was very soft spoken. Like she never really yelled. She wasn't like nigga. That was my grandma. Like my grandma was rah rah. My aunt is rah rah. My mom was chill. But when I tell you, my mom was ice cold. And I remember she said this to me. I was like 20. She was like, I'm gonna teach you how to treat a woman before I die. I was like, oh, I know how to treat them. They just everybody don't deserve the grand treatment. So, like, but to see a grown man cry over a woman, it just kind of turned me like, nah, there's no way. And she like walk, like he cried. She just walking like, I'm going in the crib. And he cried, baby, please. Suck. Sad simping. That's simping. To the extreme.